Добре дошли отново. Ние сме Алекс и Иглика от Моноглосия и ще продължим с урок 5 на стъпка по стъпка. Okay, so we basically mentioned absolutely all full possessive or long forms of possessive pronouns. Now let's see them once again in a more organized way. Here is another example, by the way. Това е моят брат, а не неговият. This is my brother and not his. For example, as you've seen before, if we just want to say, this is my brother, we can say, това е брат ми. This is the short form of a possessive pronoun. But if we really want to emphasize, this is my brother, not his, it will be, това е моят брат, а не неговият. And I will notice one more thing here. Моят, неговият. Notice how the definite article is in its full form with the t at the end. Моя also exists, but here it's моят because it is the subject in the sentence. Това е моят брат. But for example, аз обичам моя брат. Not t here. So, you can see in the table each short possessive pronoun and next to it all its long equivalents for masculine, feminine, neuter and plural. Ми, мой, моя, мое, мои. Ти, твой, твоя, твое, твои. Му, негов, негова, негово, негови. И, нейн, нейна, нейно, нейни. Му, негов, негова, негово, негови. Ни, наш, наша, наше, наши. Ви, ваш, ваша, ваше, ваши. Им, техен, тяхна, тяхно, техни. Notice the differences in some letters. Техен, техни, but тяхна, тяхно. Also, nein, it's with the regular i, not i kratko, but all the other forms are with i kratko. Neina, neino, neini. The difference in pronunciation is a little bit subtle, but there is a difference. Nein, neini. It's a consonant here. So you can see that all of these possessive pronouns, unlike the short versions, are concorded in terms of gender and number with the object that they refer to. Now, all of these possessive pronouns that we just saw were without a definite article. So, for example, той е мой брат. He is a brother of mine. But той е моят брат means he is my brother, my only brother. Now, let's see the same possessive pronouns, but with the definite article. Ми, моят, моята, моето, моите. Ти, твоят, твоята, твоето, твоите. Му, неговият, неговата, неговото, неговите. И, нейният, нейната, нейното, нейните. Му, неговият, неговата, неговото, неговите. Ни, нашият, нашата, нашето, нашите. Ви, вашият, вашата, вашето, вашите. Им, техният, тяхната, тяхното, техните. So you can sense the addition of the definite article. Ya, yat for masculine, ta for feminine, to for neuter, and te for plural. And just a little side note, вашите деца with a capital V means you, the singular you, your children, to one person that you are addressing politely, formally. But вашите деца with a small v is your, plural, you, your children. Transform the phrases following the model, meaning transform them from having the short possessive pronoun to having its long equivalent.
Sure. So, чантата ви, вашата чанта, апартамента им, техния апартамент, маратонките ти, твоите маратонки.
What is маратонки?
That's sneakers. Yeah, that's it. Работата им, тяхната работа, билета ми, моя билет, салатата и нейната салата, дрехите ми, моите дрехи, бебето ви, вашето бебе, децата ни, вашите деца, нашите деца, сакото ви, вашето сако.
But it's to one person, right? V, capital V.
Yeah, вашето.
Right, your jacket, your coat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Вашето.
To one
сако.
person, not like coat that's two people's.
Приятелите ви, вашите приятели, дъщеря му, неговата дъщеря, мечтите и нейните мечти.
Какво бяха мечти?
I've eaten it.
You've eaten it?
No, I've forgotten.
Dreams.
Yeah. Мечти.
Okay. Now, following the model, you should complete the dialogues. Това обувките на Катя ли са? Не, това не са обувките й. Нейните са сини. It is often in this kind of context that we would use the full forms of the possessive pronouns when we really want to emphasize whose possession something is. Това не са обувките й. Нейните са сини. Hers are blue.
Това къщата на Иван ли е? Не, това не е къщата му. Неговата е бяла. Това децата на семейство Аневи ли са? Не, това не са децата им. Техните са по-малки. Това колата на Женя и Петър ли са?
Ли е?
Ли е. Не, това не е колата им. Тяхната е червена. Това бабата на Огнян ли е? Не, това не е баба му. Неговата е в Италия.
It's just, you really would say V together with the next word, right? В Италия.
В Италия, окей. Това капучиното на Ирина ли е? Не, това не е капучиното и. Нейното е без захар.
That must be some kind of really interesting context, you must have tasted it in order to know. But anyway.
Yeah. Това ресторантът на Стефан ли е? Не, това не е ресторантът му. Неговият не работи.
Why do we have неговият and not неговия?
Because it's the subject.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. let's read this dialogue.
Здравей, Рада. Как си?
Добре съм. Партито е страхотно, но не познавам много хора. Кой е това?
Това е Ангел.
На кого е приятел?
На Анета. А ти скоро си тук?
С кого?
А ти с кого си тук?
С една приятелка, Мартина. Okay, so what is she saying? Партито е страхотно, но не познавам много хора.
So like the party is great, but I don't know anyone.
I don't know много хора.
I don't know a lot of people.
Okay, what about the question? С кого си тук?
So with whom are you here?
Exactly. На кого е приятел?
With whom are you?
Who is he friends with?
Who is he friends with?
So this is something that we will be discussing in a little more detail. It is when we use a question word, who or really whom in this case, and we place a preposition before it. На кого? It's like whose. Really, like, на кого е приятел? Whose friend is he? С кого си тук? Who are you here with? Actually, a very common mistake in English by Bulgarian speakers would be to say something like to who or for who, putting it in the beginning.
Yeah.
На кого е това сако? Сакото е на Емил. Of course, we make sure the preposition we ask the question with is the same preposition that we're going to use in the answer. На кого? Това е сакото на Емил. It is Emil's coat. На кого? Let's do one more where we make questions with the word кого, whom, and a preposition. Remember how we say who, not whom but who, you know, when we are referring to the subject. Who is that?
Кой е?
Кой е. So, кой is who, and кого is whom. And it is really, many Bulgarians would get this wrong, and they would actually say only who, like many English speakers for that matter. Only кой. На кой, за кой. That's always wrong, because if we have a preposition, then it's definitely not the subject in the sentence. So it cannot be koi, it's kogo, who. But if you see it written koi, it's just a very common mistake that people make. And when we're speaking, I'm not sure it's even a mistake. I think it might be okay to always say koi. I try to say kogo, especially with my son around, just to make sure it's extra correct. But you can definitely hear koi, who, instead of kogo, whom. На кого е учебникът? Учебникът е на Силвия.
За кого е книгата? Книгата е за учителката. До кого си на снимката? На снимката съм до Филип. С кого говори Милена? Милена говори с Асен. От кого са цветята? Цветята са от учениците. На кого е сестра Лилия? Лилия е сестра на Камен.
Благодарим. Thank you. И ще се видим скоро. Чао!
Чао. Чао.
We wait for the ambulance to pass.
Actually, do keep it like so.
The ambulance?
That is.
We've already had it in other videos, but sure.
Yeah, that's.
In the middle of the night is really
It's a core component of living in Japan, at least Kyoto.